She was suffocating in a room full of Seoul's elite when the Mafia boss appeared behind her, close enough that she felt his breath on her neck before she heard his voice. "You're going to pass out if I don't loosen that corset right now," he said. And before she could protest, his hands were already on her body, fingers working the laces with terrifying expertise. In that moment, with a stranger's hands on her spine and her heart hammering against her ribs, Seraphina Cole had no idea she'd just sealed her fate, because Kang Min-ho never let go of what he touched. Welcome to K-Seoul Afro Stories channel, besties. Please like, share, and subscribe. Seraphina pressed her palm against the cool wall, trying to steady herself. The gala was suffocating. Not just the corset her stylist had laced too tight, but the weight of being the only black woman in a room full of Seoul's elite. She'd moved to Korea 6 months ago for her art gallery, and nights like this reminded her she was still an outsider. "You're pale," a low voice said in perfect English, startlingly close. She turned. The man before her was devastating, tall, broad-shouldered, wearing a black suit that screamed money and danger. His face was all sharp angles and intense eyes that seemed to see straight through her. "I'm fine," she lied, though her breath came shallow. "You're not." His gaze dropped to her waist, lingering. "Your corset is too tight." Heat flooded her cheeks. "Excuse me?" "I can see it from across the room." He stepped closer, and she caught his scent. Something dark and expensive. "Let me loosen it." "Absolutely not." Her heart hammered. "I don't even know you." "Kang Min-ho." He said it like she should recognize the name. When she didn't react, something like amusement flickered in his eyes. "And you are?" "Leaving." She tried to move past him, but the room tilted. His hand caught her elbow, steadying her with surprising gentleness. "The bathroom is this way, unless you'd prefer to faint in front of 300 people. Seraphina hated that he was right. She let him guide her through a side door into a quiet hallway, her pride burning. The powder room was empty. He locked the door behind them, and alarm spiked through her. "What are you?" "Turn around." His voice was firm, but not unkind. "I'm not going to hurt you, but if I don't loosen this, you're going to pass out." She met his eyes in the mirror. There was something there, concern mixed with barely restrained intensity. Against every instinct, she turned her back to him. His fingers found the laces with practiced ease. "Who did this to you?" "Stylist. Said it was fashionable." She gasped as he loosened the first knot, air rushing back into her lungs. Fashionable torture. His knuckles brushed her spine, and electricity shot through her. "Better?" "Yes." The word came out breathy. She could feel the heat of him behind her, could feel his breath on her neck. "Thank you." He finished quickly, but didn't step back. In the mirror, his eyes met hers again, darker now. "You shouldn't let anyone hurt you. Not even for fashion. I can take care of myself." "I'm sure you can." His lips curved into something almost like a smile. "But now I've touched you. That changes things." Before she could ask what that meant, he was gone. The next morning, Seraphina arrived at her gallery to find it filled with white roses, hundreds of them. "They came at dawn," her assistant Mina said, eyes wide. "There's a card." Seraphina's hands trembled as she opened it. The handwriting was bold, masculine. "Breathe easier today. KMH." "Who's KMH?" Mina whispered. Seraphina thought of dark eyes and dangerous hands. "I have no idea." But she was lying. She knew exactly who he was. And the fact that he'd found her gallery, that he'd sent this, that he was thinking about her at all, it terrified and thrilled her in equal measure. 3 days later, she saw him again. She was having coffee in Gangnam when a black sedan pulled up outside. Min-ho emerged, flanked by 2 men in suits. Even from inside the cafe, she could feel the shift in atmosphere. People noticed him, feared him. He saw her through the window. Their eyes met. He said something to his men and walked inside alone. "We keep meeting," he said, sliding into the seat across from her uninvited. "Seoul's a small city." Her coffee cup rattled as she set it down. "It's a city of 10 million people." He leaned back, studying her. This isn't coincidence. Are you following me? Would you prefer I was? The question hung between them, loaded with implication. Did you like the roses? They were excessive. You didn't throw them away. How did he know that? What do you want from me? To see you again. Simple. Direct. His intensity was overwhelming. Have dinner with me. I don't even know you. Then let me fix that. He pulled out his phone, typed something, and hers buzzed. He'd somehow gotten her number. Tomorrow night. I'll send a car. I didn't say yes. He stood, buttoning his suit jacket. You didn't say no. He leaned down, his lips close to her ear. Wear something comfortable. No corsets. Heat flooded through her as he walked away, leaving her breathless again. She shouldn't have gone. Every rational part of her brain screamed it was a mistake. But when the car arrived the next evening, she got in. They didn't go to a restaurant. The driver took her to a penthouse in the most exclusive part of Seoul. Min-ho was waiting on the rooftop terrace, the city glittering below them. You have trust issues, he observed as she stepped out. You kidnapped me to your house. I invited you. You came. He gestured to a table set for two. And this isn't my house. It's one of my properties. My actual home is more secure. Secure from what? People who'd like to see me dead. He said it casually, pouring wine. I apologize for the inconvenience. She should leave. She should run. Instead, she sat down. What exactly do you do, Min-ho? Import-export. His eyes glinted with dark humor. Among other things. You're Mafia. That's a crude term. I prefer to think of myself as a businessman with unconventional methods. He raised his glass. Does it scare you? Yes. Good. You should be scared. He took a sip, watching her over the rim. But not of me. Never of me. Why me? The question burst out. You could have anyone. I don't want anyone. The intensity in his gaze pinned her in place. From the moment I saw you struggling to breathe, something shifted. I've never felt protective of anyone before. Possessive, yes. But this? He shook his head. This is different. You don't know me. Then let me learn. He reached across the table, his fingers brushing hers. I'm not a good man, Seraphina. But I could be good for you. To you. Her name on his lips felt like a brand. This is insane. Probably. His thumb stroked across her knuckles. Tell me to stop, and I will. Tell me you don't feel this too, and I'll never bother you again. She opened her mouth to do exactly that, but the words wouldn't come. Because she did feel it. This magnetic pull. This impossible attraction to a man who was everything she should avoid. I'm scared, she whispered instead. Of me? Of how much I want to stay. Something fierce and triumphant flashed in his eyes. Then stay. Dinner became conversation, became hours. He told her about growing up in Seoul's underground, clawing his way to power through blood and strategy. She told him about leaving Chicago for a fresh start, about building her gallery from nothing, about feeling caught between two worlds. You're not caught, he said firmly. You're bridge between them. That's power. You see power in everything. Because everything is power, or the illusion of it. He refilled her wine. Your gallery, you built that. You didn't wait for permission or approval. You took what you wanted. That's more ruthless than half the men I work with. She laughed, despite herself. Comparing art curation to organized crime. Both require vision, timing, and the courage to risk everything. His expression softened. I admire that about you. No one had ever looked at her like that. Like she was fierce instead of fragile, powerful instead of pretty. It was intoxicating. I should go, she said, though she didn't move. You should. He stood, offering his hand. But first, let me show you something. He led her inside to a room lined with art. Her breath caught. This is your dream collection. I know. He'd researched her. Deeply. Some are mine. Some I've acquired recently. Recently, as in the last few days? I'm an efficient man. He moved behind her, close, but not touching. I want to support your work, Seraphina. I want to be part of your world. Why? Because you're part of mine now. His breath ghosted over her neck. Whether you accept it or not. She turned to face him, her back against the wall. This is happening too fast. I know. His hand came up to cup her face, thumb stroking her cheekbone. Tell me to slow down. She couldn't. She was falling, drowning, burning. When his lips finally met hers, it felt inevitable. The kiss was possessive and tender at once, claiming her while cherishing her. And she melted into it with a soft sound that made him groan. His other hand found her waist, fingers spreading over her curves. Perfect, he murmured against her mouth. You're perfect. Min-ho, stay tonight. His forehead pressed to hers. Not for that. Just stay. Let me hold you. It was the vulnerability in his voice that undid her. This dangerous man, asking so simply for her presence. Okay. She woke in his arms on the penthouse couch, dawn painting the sky pink. He was already awake, watching her with an expression she couldn't read. This is crazy, she whispered. I know. His fingers traced patterns on her arm. I don't care. People will talk. Your world and mine. My world bows to me. And anyone who has a problem with you will answer to me, personally. The threat was clear, casual. You're under my protection now. I didn't ask for that. You didn't have to. He kissed her forehead. Let me take you home. The following week passed in a blur. Min-ho was everywhere, sending lunch to her gallery, appearing at her favorite bookstore, texting her at odd hours. It should have felt suffocating. Instead, it felt like being seen for the first time in her life. Her assistant Mina was concerned. Sarah, everyone knows who he is. He's dangerous. I know. And you're still seeing him? I can't help it. She touched her lips, remembering their kisses. It's like gravity. I can't fight it. Just be careful. Men like that, they don't love like normal people. They own. But Seraphina was beginning to think she wanted to be owned by him. The thought should have terrified her. Instead, it felt like truth. That evening, she attended an art opening. Min-ho couldn't come. Business, he'd said darkly. So she went alone. She was admiring a sculpture when a smooth voice interrupted. Beautiful piece, but not as beautiful as you. She turned to find a Western man in an expensive suit, handsome in a conventional way. Thank you. Marcus Chen, collector. He offered his hand. You run the gallery in Gangnam, don't you? I've been meaning to stop by. They talked shop for a few minutes. He was charming, knowledgeable. When he asked for her card, she gave it without thinking. Perhaps we could discuss a collaboration over dinner, he suggested. I'm seeing someone. Of course you are. His smile didn't fade. If that changes, the offer stands. She felt Min-ho before she saw him. The temperature in the room seemed to drop. He appeared at her side, his expression pleasant, but his eyes absolutely lethal. Jagiya, he said softly, the Korean term of endearment, a brand of ownership. His arm slid around her waist, pulling her against him. Introduce me to your friend. The threat in his tone was unmistakable. Marcus paled slightly, recognition dawning. Mr. Kang, I didn't realize. Now you do. Min-ho's smile was all teeth. Enjoy the exhibition. He steered Seraphina away, his grip tight. She could feel the jealous fury radiating off him in waves. Min-ho! Outside, now! He practically dragged her to his car, slamming the door once they were inside. The driver took off immediately. He was just a collector. He was flirting with you. Min-ho's jaw was clenched. He asked you to dinner. How did you? I have excellent hearing, and eyes everywhere. He turned to her, and the raw possessiveness in his gaze stole her breath. You're mine, Seraphina. Mine. I don't share. You can't control who talks to me. Watch me. He pulled her into his lap, his hands framing her face. I tried to stay away tonight. Lasted an hour before I had to see you. And I walk in to find another man touching what's mine. He wasn't. His hand was on your arm. Min-ho's thumb traced her lower lip. Only I get to touch you. Understand? She should be angry, should push back against his possessive intensity. Instead, arousal pooled low in her belly. You're jealous. Murderously. He kissed her hard, claiming her mouth like he was staking a claim. Say you're mine. Min-ho, say it. His hands slid down to her waist, thumbs stroking the curves he loved. I need to hear it. I'm yours, she gasped against his lips. The sound he made was pure satisfaction. Again, yours, only yours. He kissed her until she couldn't think, until the world narrowed to just him, until she was dizzy with wanting. When they finally broke apart, both breathing hard, his eyes were black with desire. Come home with me, he demanded. My real home. I want you in my bed, in my space. I want to fall asleep with you and wake up to you. I want everything. Okay. His penthouse was sleek, modern, and surprisingly warm. He led her to his bedroom, and she expected him to pounce. Instead, he carefully removed her shoes, her jewelry, treating her like something precious. I'm going to kiss every inch of you, he murmured, laying her back on his bed. Going to make you forget anyone else exists. Going to ruin you for anyone but me. You already have, she admitted. His smile was devastating. Good. What followed was slow, intense, overwhelming. He worshipped her body with his hands and mouth, learning every curve, every sensitive spot, praising her beauty in Korean and English, until she was trembling. When they finally came together, it felt like something inside her clicked, into place, like she'd been incomplete until this moment. Ne Saram. He breathed against her neck. My person. Ne Sarang. My love. She fell apart in his arms, crying his name, and he followed her over with a groan that sounded like surrender and conquest at once. Afterward, he held her close, his fingers tracing idle patterns on her skin. Don't leave in the morning, he said quietly. Promise me. Why would I leave? Because you're scared. Because this is intense. Because I'm dangerous and you're smart. His arms tightened. But I'm asking you to stay anyway. To choose this. Choose me. She kissed his jaw. I'm not going anywhere. But fear was a powerful thing. When she woke before dawn, his words echoed in her head. I'm dangerous. You're smart. What was she doing? She was falling for a crime lord. This could only end in heartbreak or worse. Carefully, she slipped from his arms and dressed. She'd call him later, explain she needed space to think. This was too much too fast. She made it to the living room before his voice stopped her. Running already? She turned. He stood in the doorway, shirtless, his expression unreadable. I'm not running. I just need space, time, distance. He crossed to her in 3 strides. What you need is to stop lying to yourself. This is insane, Min-ho. We barely know each other. I know you take your coffee with too much sugar. I know you hum when you're concentrating. I know you're scared of letting people close because everyone you've ever loved has left. His hands cupped her face. And I know I'm completely obsessed with you. That enough? Tears pricked her eyes. What if this doesn't work? Then we'll make it work. He kissed her forehead. I'm not letting you go, Sarah. I've waited my whole life without knowing I was waiting for you. Now that I've found you, you're stuck with me. You're so arrogant. And you love it. He wasn't wrong. Stay. Have breakfast with me. Let me prove I'm worth the risk. She wanted to. God, she wanted to. But fear won. I can't. Not yet. Pain flashed in his eyes, quickly masked. Then go. But know this. I'm coming for you. I'll give you today to think. Tomorrow, I'm showing up at your gallery and we're having this out. I don't give up what's mine. She left, but his words followed her. She spent the day trying to focus on work and failing. Min-ho didn't call or text, giving her the space she'd demanded. It felt wrong, empty. By evening, she was climbing the walls. Mina had left early, and Seraphina was alone in the gallery when she heard glass shatter. 4 men rushed in, faces covered. Her scream was cut off by a hand over her mouth. The boss wants a word, one hissed in Korean. They dragged her toward a van outside. Terror clawed at her throat. She fought, but they were too strong. A gunshot cracked the night. The men froze. Seraphina was shoved to the ground as chaos erupted. More gunshots, shouting. Then, sudden silence. Strong hands lifted her. "I've got you. You're safe." Min-ho. She collapsed against him, shaking. He carried her to his car, barking orders in rapid Korean. His men moved like shadows, efficient and deadly. "Who were they?" she gasped. "Rivals. They found out about you." His jaw was granite. "This is my fault. I should have protected you better. You saved me. I almost lost you." His voice cracked. "When I got the alert from my surveillance, when I saw them grab you..." He couldn't finish. She realized then. He'd been watching her. Had men guarding her without her knowledge. Should have felt invasive. Instead, felt like safety. "Take me home," she whispered. "You're home." He cleaned her scraped knees with gentle hands, his expression murderous. "They touched you. They hurt you." "I'm okay. You're not." He pressed his forehead to hers. "And neither am I. I can't lose you, Seraphina. I won't." "Then don't let me go." He kissed her desperately, pouring all his fear and fury and love into it. They stumbled to his bedroom, shedding clothes and defenses, coming together with urgent need. This time was different, rawer, more emotional, both of them clinging to each other like lifelines. "I love you." He groaned against her neck. "God help me. I love you." "I love you too," she sobbed, falling apart in his arms. They crashed together, breaking and healing at once. The next morning, she woke to him watching her again. "I have to handle this," he said quietly. "The people who came after you, they need to understand you're untouchable." "What are you going to do?" "What I should have done the moment I realized how I felt about you. Make it clear that anyone who threatens you, threatens me. And I'm not known for mercy. Min-ho, stay here. My men will guard you. I'll be back by nightfall." He kissed her deeply. "Then we're going to talk about making this permanent." "Permanent? You, me, together, officially." His eyes burned into hers. "I want the world to know you're mine, and I'm yours." He left before she could respond. The wait was agony. She paced his penthouse, jumping at every sound. His men were silent presences, watchful but unobtrusive. As the sun set, her phone rang. Unknown number. "Hello? Miss Cole." The voice was smooth, dangerous. "We have your boyfriend. If you want him back alive, you'll come alone to the address I'm about to send." Her blood turned to ice. "If you hurt him, that depends entirely on you." The line went dead. A text came through with an address in the warehouse district. She knew it was a trap. Knew she should call Min-ho's men. But the thought of him in danger, suffering because of her, was unbearable. She slipped out through the service entrance before the guards noticed. The warehouse loomed before her, dark and silent. Seraphina's hands shook as she approached. Every instinct screamed this was wrong, but love made people do stupid things. She pushed open the door. "I'm here. Let him go." Lights flooded on. A man stepped from the shadows. Marcus Chen, the collector from the art opening. But his charming smile was gone, replaced by something cold and calculating. "Miss Cole, how predictable." Her stomach dropped. "Where's Min-ho?" "Safe, I imagine. Probably tearing Seoul apart looking for you." Marcus circled her like a predator. "You see, I don't have him, but now I have you, and he'll come running. You used me as bait. You made yourself bait the moment you caught his attention." Marcus's expression hardened. "Kang Min-ho has taken everything from me. My territory, my reputation, my brother's life. Now I'll take what he values most." Terror seized her. "He'll kill you. He'll try. But first, he'll watch you suffer." Marcus grabbed her arm, dragging her toward a chair. "Tie her up." Men emerged from the darkness. Seraphina fought, but it was useless. They bound her wrists, her ankles. Marcus pulled out his phone, snapping a photo. "Smile for your boyfriend." Min-ho was in his car when the message came through. The photo loaded, and his blood turned to ice. Seraphina, bound and terrified, with Marcus Chen's smug face beside her. The accompanying text read, "Come alone, or she dies screaming." Rage unlike anything he'd ever felt consumed him. He'd left her protected, guarded. How had she? Understanding crashed over him. She'd left voluntarily. To save him. His brave, foolish, perfect woman had walked into a trap because she loved him. "Hyung," his second-in-command said carefully, "it's obviously a trap." "I know." Min-ho's voice was deadly calm. "Call everyone. Every man we have. I want that warehouse surrounded in 15 minutes. And find me a way in that doesn't put her in the crossfire. We should negotiate. We're not negotiating. We're going to war." His eyes were black with fury. "Anyone who stands between me and her dies tonight." Seraphina watched Marcus pace, ranting about revenge and justice. She tuned him out, focusing on staying calm. Min-ho would come. She knew it in her bones. And when he did, hell would follow. "He's not coming alone, you know," she said quietly. Marcus spun to face her. "What?" "Min-ho. He's too smart for that. He'll bring an army. And you'll die screaming, not me." His hand cracked across her face. Pain exploded through her cheek. Brave words for someone tied to a chair. She tasted blood, but smiled anyway. "You've already lost. You just don't know it yet." Min-ho stood on the roof of the building across from the warehouse, night vision goggles revealing heat signatures inside. 6 men, plus Marcus. Seraphina in the center, still alive. "Thank God." "Snipers in position," his lieutenant reported. "Breach team ready. Wait for my signal." Min-ho checked his gun, his movements precise despite the fury coursing through him. "The moment I have her, eliminate everyone else. Marcus Chen is mine." "Yes, boss." He rappelled down the side of the warehouse, silent as death. His men moved into position like shadows. This was what he was good at. Violence, strategy, eliminating threats. And Marcus had made the fatal mistake of threatening the only thing Min-ho had ever truly cared about. Seraphina heard the first gunshot and knew it had begun. Marcus's men scrambled, shouting. Then the lights went out. Chaos erupted. Muzzle flashes lit the darkness. She threw herself sideways, chair and all, hitting the concrete hard. Pain shot through her shoulder, but she rolled toward the wall, away from the gunfire. Strong hands found her in the dark. "Sarah, it's me." "Min-ho!" He cut her bonds with swift efficiency, pulling her up and behind him in one motion. "Stay behind me. Don't look. Just move." They ran through the darkness, his body shielding hers. More gunshots, screaming. Then, suddenly they were outside, night air cold on her face. He pushed her toward a waiting car. "Get her out of here, now!" "No!" She grabbed his arm. "Don't go back in there. I have to finish this." His expression was terrible to behold. "He touched you. He hurt you. That debt must be paid. Min-ho, please." He kissed her fiercely. "Trust me. I'm coming back to you. I promise." Then he was gone, disappearing back into the warehouse. The wait in the car was torture. She heard more gunshots, then silence. Minutes felt like hours. Finally, Min-ho emerged, blood splattered but walking steadily. He slid into the car beside her, and she threw herself into his arms. "Are you hurt?" "Not my blood." He held her tight, his whole body trembling now that the adrenaline was fading. "It's over. Marcus is dead. His organization is destroyed. No one will come after you again." "You killed him." "Yes." No hesitation, no regret. "I told you, anyone who threatens you answers to me. I meant it." She should be horrified. Instead, she felt safe. "Take me home." "Which home? Yours or mine?" "Ours," she whispered. His arms tightened around her. Back at his penthouse, he cleaned her wounds with gentle hands, his jaw tight. The bruise on her cheek from Marcus's slap was already darkening. "I should have been there sooner," he said roughly. "You saved me." "You shouldn't have needed saving. You should never have been in danger." He pressed his forehead to hers. This is my world, Sarah. This violence, this darkness. Are you sure you want it? I want you. The rest comes with the package. She cupped his face. I love you, Min-ho. All of you. Even the dangerous parts. I don't deserve you. Probably not. But you're stuck with me, anyway. She kissed him softly. Take me to bed. Make me forget everything but you. He did. Slowly, tenderly, he worshipped every inch of her, erasing the trauma of the night with touch and whispered promises. They came together gently this time, healing each other with closeness and love. Marry me. He breathed against her neck. She went still. What? Marry me. He raised his head, meeting her eyes. I know it soon. I know it's crazy. But I've never been more certain of anything. You're it for me, Seraphina. The only one. Marry me. Tears spilled down her cheeks. Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Yes. His smile was blinding. He kissed her deeply, sealing the promise. The following morning, she woke to find him gone, but a note on the pillow. Getting you a ring worthy of you. Stay put. I've tripled security. Your future husband. She laughed, warmth flooding through her. This was insane. She'd known him less than a month, but it felt right in a way nothing ever had. Mina called around noon, frantic. Sarah, are you okay? There are rumors all over Seoul about a gang war last night. I'm fine. Better than fine. She couldn't stop smiling. I'm engaged. Silence. Then, to Kang Min-ho. Yes, you're insane, but also, I'm happy for you, I think. Mina sighed. He clearly worships you. Everyone's talking about how he destroyed an entire organization for you. He did. It's all over the underground. Marcus Chen and all his lieutenants dead in one night. The message was clear. Don't touch what belongs to Kang Min-ho. Mina paused. You realize you're going to be the most protected woman in Seoul now, right? Possibly all of Korea. I'm starting to realize that. Min-ho returned that evening with a ring that made her gasp. A flawless diamond surrounded by sapphires, elegant and bold at once. It was my grandmother's, he said, sliding it onto her finger. The only soft woman in a family of killers. She would have loved you. It's perfect. She admired how it caught the light. When? When what? When do you want to get married? Tomorrow, if you'd let me. He pulled her onto his lap. But I'll give you time to plan something. Whatever you want. Big wedding, small ceremony, traditional Korean, Western style. It's all yours. What do you want? You, in a dress, saying vows, becoming mine legally and completely. His hands spanned her waist. Everything else is negotiable. She thought about her family back in Chicago, about her friends scattered across the world, about the gallery and her life here. Small ceremony, close friends and family, mix of traditions. Maybe in a month. Perfect. I'll handle everything. Min-ho, I have people for this. You just show up and look beautiful, which you'll do anyway. He kissed her neck. Let me take care of you. It's what I'm good at. She was learning to let him. Learning that his control came from love, not dominance. That his protection was a gift, not a cage. The next few weeks were a whirlwind. Min-ho moved her into his penthouse officially, turning one of his spare rooms into a studio for her painting. He hired additional security for her gallery, but made sure they were invisible, not intimidating. Her parents flew in from Chicago, nervous about meeting her dangerous fiancé. Min-ho charmed them over dinner, speaking about art and culture and his plans to support her career. By the end of the night, her mother was calling him son, and her father was impressed despite himself. He's intense, her dad said privately, but he loves you. I can see it in everything he does. I love him too, Daddy. Then that's all that matters. Just promise me you'll be careful. He'll never let anything happen to me. Her father smiled. That's what I'm counting on. They married on a clear autumn day in a private garden Min-ho owned. The ceremony blended Korean and Western traditions, hanbok, and a white dress. bowing and exchanging rings, intimate and perfect. When he lifted her veil, his eyes were suspiciously bright. "Ne Ane," he whispered. "My wife." "Ne Nampion," she whispered back. "My husband." Their kiss was met with applause and tears from the small gathering. Afterward, at the reception, Min-ho never left her side, his hand always finding hers, his eyes tracking her constantly. "You look happy," his second-in-command observed. "I am." Min-ho watched Seraphina laugh with her mother. "I didn't know I could be this happy." "She's good for you, Hyung. You're softer now, but somehow more terrifying. Because now I have something to protect, something worth burning the world for." He smiled, but there was steel in it. God help anyone who forgets that. The honeymoon was 2 weeks in Paris, art museums and wine and making love in a suite overlooking the Eiffel Tower. Min-ho had largely stepped back from day-to-day operations, delegating more so he could spend time with his wife. "You've made me weak," he said one evening, holding her on their balcony. "Good. You needed someone to soften you." "I meant it as a compliment." He kissed her hair. "Before you, I was just surviving, accumulating power because I didn't know what else to do. Now I have purpose. You're my purpose." "No pressure," she teased. "All the pressure. You're stuck with a man who's completely obsessed with you." His hand slid over her stomach. "What do you think about kids?" Her heart skipped. Eventually, soon, whenever you're ready." He turned her to face him. "I want everything with you, Sarah. The whole life. Kids, growing old, decades of this." "Me too." She kissed him. "But maybe enjoy being married for a minute first?" "Fair enough." His smile was wicked. Plenty of time to practice. They returned to Seoul to find the gallery thriving. Min-ho's connections had brought in high-profile clients, and Seraphina's reputation was growing. She loved the work, but lately, she'd been exhausted. "You're working too hard," Min-ho said, finding her asleep at her desk one afternoon. "Just tired. I'll be fine." But the tiredness persisted, along with morning nausea and heightened emotions. She dismissed it as stress, until Mina shoved a pregnancy test at her one day. "Take it. You've been exhausted for weeks. You cried at a coffee commercial yesterday and you're glowing. Trust me." Seraphina took the test in the gallery bathroom, hands shaking. 2 lines appeared almost immediately. Pregnant. She sank onto the closed toilet seat, mind reeling. They'd been married 3 months. Together, less than 6. This was fast. Too fast. But also perfect. She decided to surprise Min-ho with the news. She bought a tiny pair of baby shoes and wrapped them carefully, planning to give them to him at dinner. But when he came home that evening, one look at her face, and he knew something was different. "What's wrong?" He cupped her face, worry evident. "Are you sick? Did something happen?" "I'm fine. Better than fine." She pulled out the box. "I have something for you." He opened it slowly, saw the tiny shoes. His eyes shot to hers, wide and disbelieving. "Sarah, I'm pregnant." The words tumbled out. "I know it's soon and we didn't plan it, but..." He kissed her, hard and desperate and joyful. When he pulled back, tears tracked down his face. "We're having a baby?" "We're having a baby." She was crying too now. He dropped to his knees, pressing his forehead to her still flat stomach. "I'm going to be a father." His voice cracked. "I'm going to be a father. The best father." She stroked his hair. "Are you happy?" He looked up at her, and she'd never seen such raw emotion on his face. Happy doesn't begin to cover it. Terrified, ecstatic, overwhelmed. He stood, pulling her close. "I love you so much. Both of you. We love you too." He held her for a long time, and she felt safe. Whatever came next, they'd face it together. The pregnancy was uneventful, though Min-ho became even more protective, hovering constantly. He insisted on attending every doctor's appointment, researched every symptom, baby-proofed the penthouse months in advance. "You're going to drive me crazy," Seraphina said, amused. as he debated car seat safety ratings at 2 in the morning. Our child will have the best of everything. He looked up from his laptop. And so will you. Are you comfortable? Do you need more pillows? Water? Food? I need you to come to bed and stop worrying. I can't stop worrying. You're carrying the most precious thing in the world. He moved to the bed, his hand finding her growing belly. Both of you are. Their daughter kicked, and his face lit up with wonder. She's strong, just like her mother. Or stubborn like her father. That too. He kissed her stomach, then her lips. Thank you. For what? For this. For choosing me. For giving me a family, for making me more than what I was. His eyes were suspiciously bright again. You saved me, Sarah. Even more than I saved you. We saved each other. Labor came on a rainy Tuesday evening. Min-ho, normally unflappable in crisis, nearly crashed the car 3 times racing to the hospital. He held her hand through every contraction, let her scream at him, whispered encouragement in Korean and English. When their daughter finally arrived, tiny and perfect and screaming, he openly wept. She's beautiful, he breathed, holding the baby with surprising gentleness. She looks like you. She has your eyes. Seraphina watched her husband cradle their daughter, and her heart felt too full for her chest. What should we name her? They debated names for months, but looking at their daughter now, only one felt right. Sophia Grace, Min-ho said softly. Sophia for wisdom. Grace for the grace you showed me by loving me. Perfect. Seraphina reached out, and he placed the baby in her arms. Hello, Sophia. Welcome to your crazy family. Min-ho sat beside them, his arm around Seraphina, his eyes never leaving their daughter. I promise you both. I will spend every day of my life protecting you, providing for you, loving you. You'll never want for anything. We already have everything, Seraphina said. We have you. They brought Sophia home a few days later to a penthouse filled with flowers and gifts from Min-ho's organization, her gallery staff, friends and family. The infamous Mafia boss had become a doting father overnight, and word spread quickly. You've gone soft, Hyung, his lieutenant teased, watching Min-ho gently rock Sophia. I'm not soft. I'm focused. Min-ho adjusted the baby's blanket. My priorities have just shifted. Nothing matters more than them. Nothing. Still terrifying then. Just in a different way. Exactly. One evening, when Sophia was a month old, Seraphina found Min-ho standing by the nursery window, watching their daughter sleep. What are you thinking about? She asked, sliding her arms around his waist. How different my life is now. A year ago, I was alone, powerful, but empty. And then, you couldn't breathe in that corset, and everything changed. He turned, pulling her close. You gave me purpose, love, a family, everything I didn't know I needed. And you gave me safety, passion, a love I didn't think existed outside of stories. She kissed him softly. We built something beautiful from chaos. We did. He rested his forehead against hers. I love you, Seraphina Kang. More every single day. I love you too, my dangerous, possessive, wonderful husband. Sophia made a soft sound in her sleep, and they both turned to look at her. Their daughter. Their future. The proof that love could bloom even in darkness, that two broken people could create something whole. Min-ho pulled Seraphina back to their bedroom, and they spent the night the way they always did, wrapped in each other, lost in each other, proving with every touch and kiss that this thing between them was real, powerful, and unbreakable. 6 months later, Seraphina's gallery held its biggest exhibition yet, a showcase of Korean-American fusion art that drew collectors from around the world. Min-ho watched from the back, Sophia in his arms, as his wife gave the opening speech with confidence and grace. Your mommy is amazing, he whispered to the baby. Beautiful, talented, strong. And she chose us. We're the luckiest. Sophia gurgled her agreement. After the speeches, guests mingled. Seraphina made her way to them, her face glowing with success. How'd I do? Perfect. As always. He kissed her, careful not to jostle the baby. I'm so proud of you. This is all because of you. Your support, your connections. No, this is all you. I just opened doors. You walked through them and conquered. His free hand found hers. You've never needed me, Sarah. You've always been powerful on your own. But I'm grateful you chose to let me stand beside you anyway. Her eyes misted. Stop making me cry at my own exhibition. Never. He kissed her forehead. I'm going to spend the rest of our lives making you happy. It's my new life's work. What about the empire? That's just business. You and Sophia? You're everything. He shifted the baby to one arm, pulling Seraphina close with the other. My whole world. Right here in my arms. Around them, the gallery buzzed with life and art and possibility. But in their small circle, there was only them. A family forged from impossible circumstances, bound by fierce love and unwavering devotion. Min-ho looked at his wife and daughter and smiled. He'd fought his way up from nothing, conquered Seoul's underworld, built an empire. But none of that mattered compared to this moment. These two people who'd transformed him from a cold king into a loving husband and father. Seraphina caught his expression and smiled back. What are you thinking? That I'd do it all again. Every fight, every risk, every moment. If it meant ending up here with you. Sap, she teased, but her voice was thick with emotion. Only for you. He kissed her again, deeper this time. Only ever for you. Sophia chose that moment to grab her father's tie, and they both laughed. The future stretched before them, bright and full of promise. Gallery openings and business meetings, late-night feedings and family dinners, challenges and triumphs, all of it faced together. Because that was the thing about love forged in fire. It emerged stronger, unbreakable, eternal. And theirs would last forever. At the end. From the moment a dangerous mafia boss noticed her struggling to breathe, Seraphina Cole's life changed forever. Through danger, passion, and unwavering devotion, they built a love that conquered all. Thank you for reading, besties. Please like, share, and subscribe for more K-Seoul Afro stories.